to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, make this short. I'm going to entitle this video, This Prophecy is Getting Ready to Pass, or come to pass. This prophecy is getting ready to come to pass. So I was watching, I came across a video that was put up by, well, I'm watching this now, but there was another video that was put up. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second so I can give you the title. Let me see. Yeah, I'll go to this right here. Give me a second. I just want to go to Willie D's page. Willie D.
This. You're sitting at home alone watching videos, wondering why you can't find the motivation to do the things you need or want to do.
Live. Okay, bear with me for a minute. This was put up, I believe, yesterday. Well, I caught it yesterday. Let me see something here. I don't know if it's live or on the videos. Let me try live. Okay, I found it. So this is breaking Bill Gates to implant digital IDs in newborns in Kenya. Now I went to Google and a whole lot of articles came up. They were basically saying it's a rumor, that's not going to happen, this, that, and the third. But anyway, let me click on this and I will mute it. Hopefully it doesn't come up. Let me come right here. And let me see. This is fair use, plus I'm going to mute it. Countries tell a war philosophy, Coney, what's up? Well, he's talking to different people. He's just shouting out people. Okay, I believe this is it. This is cold. Look at this dude right here. Look at this. Look at this. Well, you know what that it is on your left. That's Bill Gates. To the right is William Ruto. he is the president. So I guess he's the president of Kenya. And they, it's you can buy a Hamite. You can buy a Hamite cheap. They're gonna be China and Africa. They'll be the dummies or the crash dummies for this program. Now, if you go do the research on Bill Gates, we call him Bill Gates of hell. He was kicked out of India for some experiment he did, some vaccination thing, and it killed thousands of people. I don't know if it was hundreds of thousands, and they kicked him out of whatever part of India that was. And here these fucking Hamites are gonna let him back in. I mean, he's showing that they're showing their horns now. And these leaders of these African nations, they're all in bed with, this man with the woman in scarlet color, and that's it goes into Revelation 17:4. Kenya, this dude hosts Bill Gates back in November. I think that was November of last year. So if you go to Google and you put these words in, implant Bill Gates, you'll get stories from 2020 and 2023. And yeah, it was November of last year. Anyway, this guy, he pretty much sold Kenya. He pretty much sold Kenya. Check out what the dude said. We appreciate the support of Bill and Melinda M. The Gates Foundation continues to extend. So he got the suit. He got the Edomite suit on, right? He got the suit on. These dudes are straight up puppets and sellouts. There came bags with that, and we're in the season of motherfuckers taking bags, and then including Israel and the Israelite groups. We don't call on the name Yahweh Shai because people don't know how to pronounce Yahweh Shai, so we got to say Jesus. The fuck out of here, man. Okay, Foundation continues to extend to Kenya in releasing and I guess is whatever our development skills goals, especially in the area of health care, because it's going to be all in the micro C hip. When you go back to the jump shot, they're going to do it in the name of a jump shot, in the name of disease and, anything that has to do with money. Everything going to be digital. And everything will be digital. The money will become, paper money will become obsolete. Everything will be digital. And then credit cards will be obsolete. You'll be able to put it in your smartphone, but that's going to go beyond whether we keep the smartphones or not. People can steal your smartphones. You can lose it. It can break. Lose all your information. So the best thing to do is put it in your body, implant, which is what is it? What is it? Bio. what is it? I use that term. Biometrics, that's a term, which means body measure. Biometrics means they're going to put something in you. And like people get pacemakers and stuff, they put it in you, but that the fulfillment is going to be that C-hip. And we keep bringing this up because this is the next major. Hey, during the time of John the Baptist, they knew people in Jordan and around about Jerusalem, Israel, they knew that the Messiah was coming. The Messiah was near because they asked John whether he was the Messiah, because they were looking for the Messiah. And they kept talking about, the Messiah is coming to deliver us. So we're talking the same thing. We're saying the Messiah is coming to deliver us, but this hasn't happened. The Messiah will not come back unless and until this prophecy comes to pass. This prophecy, the MOTB, has to come to pass. That's why we're always speaking on it. Okay, skills, goals, especially in the areas of healthcare, agriculture, and ICT sector. This is a tweet he actually put out. We will continue to collaborate toward the realization of food security and universal, because it's all both small and great, rich and poor, health coverage. Guarantee you that the micro C-hip is going to be in the name of health. Oh, well, if you go to the hospital, all they got to do is scan you and they got all your information. What medications you need, what you don't need, what medications you used in the past. Whether you work or not, they're not going to ask you, do you work? They're going to know that you work. You're working at XYZ company. You make X amount of money. You live this place. And with that technology comes a tracking system as well. They can track you with your smartphones. They got people that commit murders, and they say, "Oh, I was never in that area," and they'll say, "Well, your smartphone said that you was in that area between the hours of 9 and 10 a.m., and that's when the murder took place." And that's called circumstantial evidence. Universal health coverage in our country. He added, aside from meeting the president, so I guess he's the president. This coon right here is the president, this sellout. Because he's not going to tell his people what it is, because they're not in the scriptures. And if they're in the scriptures, they're like black churches. It's going to be easy to get these black churches to take that charagma. All they got to do is give the pastor of a mega church, give him a bag, and he'll do a sermon, and then he'll come with Romans 13:1-2, and say God said to obey the government. And these dullards, they'll go ahead and listen to the pastor. Like I said, I always bring up General Nathaniel. When it comes to pass, and it is going to come to pass, the micro C-hip, if he tells you, and I hope that these guys have a backbone. I hope they grow a backbone. If they're the elect, trust me, they're going to leave, and they're most likely going to be looking to get with the leadership of the GMS. If they're of the elect. If they're not of the elect, they're going to go ahead and see what General Nate has to say concerning this. And if he says, no, there's nothing wrong with this, you can go ahead and take it. I give you my blessings. And they're not of the elect. If it was possible, they would deceive the very elect, right? I'm going to take this back. At this point, I don't believe none of them guys are the elect. Now, only the Most High knows. But because if they were the elect, we said some of them are the elect. Well, I'll say some of them are sincere. But if they were the elect, they wouldn't be deceived. Matthew 24. President Bill Gates went out and he met with the locals and the national leaders, or the national sellouts, and partners to forge. And now coming back to the IUIC, they've gone to different parts of Africa, right? So when they institute, and they will institute, they will make it mandatory that you got to get a micro CHIP in you. He's not telling them in his sermons. He's not saying, oh, they're going to introduce CHIP, don't take it, that's a fulfillment of Revelation 13:16. He's not telling them that, so they're not going to know whether to take it or not. And the two major religions of Africa, the black continent, they call it, is Christianity and Islam. It's about almost neck and neck. About almost 50%, or maybe more than 50%, are Christian, and the rest of them, maybe 49, 48% or whatever, or vice versa, is Islam. Those are two religions of the enemy, the Arabs and the Edomites. So these, and then you got Jake from America going to Africa. Remember a couple of years ago, Ghana opened up their arms to Africa. So you had a lot of stupid Jakes went over there, and you know what? They taxed the hell out of them. Anything that day was a tax. You got to pay this, you got to pay that, and I knew that was going to happen. They said they won't use these niggas. These niggas going to give us money. And then the people of Ghana was looking at him sideways any goddamn way. So you got a lot of stories, of videos on YouTube of Jake that went to Africa and came back to America. You niggas don't know whether you're coming or going. New partnership and supporting the new innovations and ingenuity in the African countries. So this is Willie D talking. He's not going to just stop with Kenya. Thank you. He's not going to just stop with Kenya. Now, there's articles that say, "Oh, that's a rumor. That's not going to happen." They're putting words in Bill Gates' mouth, but it is going to happen. It is going to happen. Going to just stop with Kenya. He wants all of the Africa, because that's going to be a model. China's going to be a model. Africa's going to be a model. Then eventually America will have to take it. They're going to say, well, it's a success. And you're not going to have any choice in order for you to buy and sell. And the word mark is not sin in all of its forms. It's a physical thing. And I'm going to say this again. I can't see none of them guys being of the elect in the IUIC. And I hope that there are some. But if they continue to listen to this guy, General Nate, and like I said a couple of minutes ago, and they institute this thing which they're going to do, it's going to shake up everybody in Israel. Everybody's they're gonna go right to the GMS videos. So if ultimately, if General Nate is one of the elect, guess what? He's gonna have to say that it is. They're gonna say, "You mean to tell me them bums are right?" Yes, them bums are right. They're not bums. Don't call them bums no more. I'm gonna try to call them and try to get on their good side. We got to follow these guys. See, it's easy to get a nigga to follow you. All you got to do is put a nice suit on, put a nice, like Nate. He got the How would I say years ago? Star Trek Enterprise zoot suit on, and the music and the videos and all and the sound effects, and that gets it's easy to fool a Negro. It's easy to fool a Negro. It's easy to fool a Negro. Your brain cells, your brain dead, man. I didn't go to any precepts, but I'm quoting precepts of the African countries. Whether wherever he can find black, he's looking for some guinea pigs who's ready to sign up anybody who trusts Bill. What does the scriptures say about trust? Never trust thine enemies in the Apocrypha, in Ecclesiasticus. Never trust thine enemies. Up anybody who trusts Bill Gates, and they should have the track record on this guy. This guy went to India. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me go see if I can find this. Let me come over here. Let's see how I'm going to put it in there. Okay, bear me for a minute. Let me do this. Bear me for a minute. Hey, Tahar, you telling us to get silver. Look at how the dump. Okay, don't get it. I got the money. I'm buying me some silver. Like Bill Gates. Kicked. Give me a second. Kicked out of India in let's just see what comes up. This might be it. This might be it. Okay, this might be it. Okay, so yeah, let me bring this one up. And I believe this happened. Let me just bring this up. Let me try this one. Why are Indians so angry at Bill Gates? Let's just glean through this. Okay, why are Indians so angry at Bill Gates? The latest backlash against the Gates Foundation in India is a result of years' worth of concerns raised by human rights activists and civil society. Portrait of the Devil. But he vaccinated so many thousands of people, and they all died. Thousands of them died. And the Elamites are still kissing his ass, but the people, they ain't telling me nothing. I just wanted to get, redo this. Let me bring this back. Okay, let me try this one. Let me try this one. Okay, this what is just a PDF. I don't want a PDF. Okay, so let me see. 2017 Accountability International NGO, non-governmental organization, human. That's what that means. Human rights violation in healthcare provisions in developing countries and the effectiveness of current measures. I don't want this. See, we're analyzing, when we do these videos, we're pretty much analyzing things and filtering them through the scriptures. Okay, I believe this. Let's see. Let's just come on up. Okay, false claim. Bill Gates faces trial in India for testing vaccines on children. But they did kick him. There was a big thing. I don't know how many years ago was that? Did that take place? So Bill Gates is facing trial in India for allegedly testing vaccines on children illegally. This is misleading. Okay, some claim that Bill Gates faces trial in India for illegally testing tribal children with vaccines can be seen here and here. A spokesman. The vaccine trial in question was not illegal. Okay, so they're saying that he actually did it, but they're saying it was not illegal. I mean, he had a right to do it, though it was later halted and has been the source of controversy in India because thousands of people had died, according to the information. The claims refer to a HPV vaccine study conducted by the U.S. nonprofit organization program for appropriate technology in health. This thing keeps jumping. The study, which was financed by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, was canceled on 2010. I believe it happened in 2010. It says 2010, after local media reported the death of 7 girls taking part. So it was 7 girls, and this was a vaccine for the HPV, which is a human papilloma V. The study was canceled in 2010 following local media. 7 girls taking part. The deaths of 7 girls taking part. See, they use these other countries as guinea pigs because the leaders of these countries are set up any day. They're puppets. Science magazine reported that investigations carried out by committee design later determined the deaths were unrelated to the vaccine demonstration. There, that's called a cover-up. According to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation website, they have been working in India for over a decade with a focus on the country's most vulnerable communities. As of May of 2020, the foundation faces no charges in India and continue to work in countries. Show you that these people are stupid, man. The article produced by the Reuters check fact read. So they said that this vaccination killed 7 girls, but there's another story with, and they took it out of the news. This had to be maybe more than 20 years ago, something like that, where he vaccinated a bunch of people in India, and thousands of people had died. But Esau has a way of taking that shit out the news, making it disappear. So now, let me come back over here. Bear with me for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, let me open this up again. So he has a track record which involved the deaths of many people. So you just read the article with me. It said this vaccination and the 7 girls in India died. Then they concluded, oh, it wasn't from that. They're saying the same thing about the C. Ragamuffin. Oh, no, it wasn't that. So he'll be able to get that thing passed good in Africa because I don't know these guys personally, but the leaders, the presidents, finance ministers, and so forth, the members of parliament, I believe they all took the bag. And you can tell they wear the suits and shit. It says Gates is out of their damn was that rabbit? I don't know if that's rabbit or Reddit spelled backwards. Rabbit mind. You gotta be one who flew over the cuckoo's nest to trust that dude, this dude right here. Look how he's holding that baby in the picture. Look like just wait. I just wait till I get finished with them. Yeah, he got the smile. He's a good, and then the whole world believes that this is a good humanitarian man. I'm talking about in general. I'm not talking about Bill Gates per se. I'm talking about their whole race, their whole nation. So there's another one. Okay, where is it? Get ready to close. Okay, so this was put up 4 months ago. Bill Gates digital ID implant into Kenyans and youth approved. Bill Gates pushes digital ID for newborns in Kenya. Very nice. Okay, so this woman. Okay, let me read this. Very nice way. Now let me just put it blatantly to you. The program targets, which is the implantable program. Fair use. The birth of new babies. So once you have your baby, before your baby leaves the hospital, you no longer get a paper, that's your birth certificate, which we all have, birth certificate. And that's not, you figuring, oh, that's an American thing. No, that's around the world. That's set up by eSource system. Birth certificate, death certificate, straw men. You all represent your straw man. Everything, when you write your name in the application, it comes back, you get the card, it's in all caps. Birth certificate, but then you get a digital one that is somehow implanted. See, this is people can deny it. No, we ain't gonna do that. It's a rumor. They're making this shit up. Implanted somewhere on somebody's body. Think about that, but have a listen to. And this is the coon, according to President Ruto, whatever, recognized will form part of the country's digital ID system. Now, I think there's one article I was reading yesterday where he said that's not true. You got to watch it. He's got the nice suit. He got the $5,000 suit on. You know, he's probably, he went to college. He went to I guess maybe one of the more prestigious colleges in Africa. He probably went to England or something. Maybe got a master's degree. He might be a lawyer. He's an insider. And they trust the guy because of the suit. Look at the guy wearing the suit. You know, you got the ad. We're going to vote for this man because he's going to do the right thing by us. So I can see it. I can look in his eyes. He's going to do the right. No, he's doing the will of the devil. Digital ID, which has been a big problem to us for a very long time, is now on a testing mode for the next 2 months. I have been ushered by all the stakeholders, led by the ministry's concerns. And I believe that this is him talking. Let me do this.
By December.
Okay, he can speak English. He's speaking English. Hold on, let me bring this back. 2 months I have I've been assured by all the stakeholders, which are the elite, all the stakeholders. Hey, Second Corinthians, what is that? 2:11, if I'm not mistaken. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. All the stakeholders, led by the ministries, concerned that by December we will be able to launch digital ID where every Kenyan don't have to carry any paper, plastic credit cards, or otherwise, as an ID that they should be able to be identified digitally. Who's doing the identification? Using their iris, which is your eye. So they're going to do an eye scan, but that eye scan is going to lead to the micro C-hip. This guy's just, he's a complete puppet set up by the elite. And he's living good. His children go to the best colleges, however old his children, if he has children. His wife is doing good. They're living good. They're living in a palace. Any car that he drives around in, they limousine him around. The top, he got the best of everything. And that's how they do it. And then the masses of the people are stupid. They don't know what's going on. What is it? Isaiah 20. What is that? Isaiah 25:7. 25:7. Covering cast over all the people. I will remove the covering cast over all the people. And this shit happens in the U.S. every fucking 4 years. You got these politicians, and it happens every fucking 4 years to 8. They make these promises, which you never get these promises, man. I'm sorry, is that a commercial? It's a freaking commercial. And I'm going to say this. You guys that out there, whether you're in GMS or any other camp that are not diligent or that not the elect, you're going to join this man. You're going to take one of them micro C-hips. And that's going to destroy this. You're going to be on the Most High's, hit list. He got the nice suit on, got the nice teeth, nice white teeth. And some of them leaders dress up in the African garb, but they still fucking know he's wearing the traditional African garb. As an ID that they should be able to be identified digitally using their iris, or let's see what the or is, or their fingerprints. Eventually the iris scan, the palm scan, the fingerprint scan, that's all going to be obsolete. And we can transact, buy or sell. This is why we're saying now that Nate took a bag. He did a backdoor deal. Because the evidence is overwhelming. The receipts are stacked 10 miles high without the necessity of people struggling to identify who they are. If I got to show myself, all I got to do is reach in my motherfucking pocket, open the fucking, the wallet, pull out the ID and say, boom. And when the police stop you, look, when the police come in the car, I got my shit already ready. As soon as he comes to the car, I got it right there. I said, how you doing, officer? He said, how you doing, Mr. Sir? Is there any problem? I'll tell you in a minute, sir. Let me give you. And then sometimes I have my insurance, registration, and license, and the fact that I have it ready for them, they'll say, just give me your license. I don't need that other stuff. Because they said, nah, this guy is straight. He wouldn't throw that paperwork at me. Is that a hard thing that I reach inside my wallet? That takes two seconds. Reach in my wallet, open it up, take my driver's license out, give it to him, and he checks it out, comes back. You good, sir? You kind of roll through that stop sign, but I'm not going to give you nothing. Be careful. They might ask you live in this area? Yeah, I live down the street. Okay, all right. You be careful, sir. You have a nice day. You too, officer. Yeah, that happens most of them. Them Edomite cop pull your ass over. Most of the time they let your ass go. The one guy gave me a ticket. Is an Edomite, appeared to be an Edomite, and he said, "Look, I don't like doing this shit, but this is a sweep. You know, this is a trap. And you see that other car over there? That's my superior. So I got to give you it. But they would tell you how to beat it. I'm gonna tell you how to beat this shit. So they're gonna call you in a year from now, a little bit more than a year. Just go in there. I'm not gonna show up, and they're gonna throw it out. Yeah. Come around. I come in. They call my case. We're throwing your case out. The officer never showed up. He said, I never go to court. So you're gonna beat this one. You know. Okay, so now he's doing it. The reason why they're gonna push these things, these digital ID, whether it's a retina scan and the eye, what else did he say? The palm print or the fingerprint. He said, we're gonna make life easy, so you don't have to struggle to go in your pocket and pull out your wallet and pull out a thing, which is easy. I can do that all day. I can do that 10 times straight in under a minute or two. So that's all bullshit. He's definitely an insider. And like I said, these people in Africa that read the Bible, they read it like any other Christian would. And if they're Islamic, doesn't say anything in the Quran about the micro C hip. The only book that says that is the scriptures, and that's in any translation. So he's helping the people. And they're clapping. These monkeys are clapping. Yeah, that makes sense. My life is so much more easier. The proudest part of it is that we don't have to spend the billions that we have spent on all the other manos, I guess monies, as all of you know. As all of you know, we're taking things that are, I guess is the main presenter, the guy that owns this video. I haven't been getting this guy's notifications. I haven't got his notifications in months. I put up a lot of videos. My notifications don't even go out sometimes. Most of the times, things that are genetically modified organisms and our foods. Even if it says organic and non-GMO, it's probably GMO, man. We're all fucked up. We need Yahweh Shai to come back and deliver us. And we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shot them in little kids' arms, them right into the vein. Right, he actually said that. He actually said that. That's Bill Gates. You can take these little kids' arms and shoot it right into their veins. But the micro C hip is different. It's not going to be shot in your vein. It's going to be shot in your hand. This is a progression. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I can say Yahweh and I can say Yahweh Shai, and so can you if you're an Israelite, especially if you're of the elect. I ain't never met a Negro that couldn't say Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom on to the next Shalom.